Go to sleep. Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Senator Briscoe, coming to you live right here on the last day of the year. That's right, this here is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow morning will be a whole brand new year. That's right. Hey, today's Saturday, December the 31st, 2022. Had a few people trying to squeak them birthdays in for the last day of the year so they could get their birthdays in 2022. As in, here we go. How about Roary, Greene, Jr., Kevin Weber, and Kenny Weber, the two Weber boys? Uh, remember them well from school. Now, sure, Dave. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So here, without further ado, here's birthday song for the three of you. Hey, Roary. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Ken. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'm say. You know, you're 1 year older today, so but happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Kenny. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Rory. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. It's your happy birthday day today. All right. Hey, how about some of them Shin Show fans like MaryAnn Williams Briscoe? That's just so happens to be my mother. She's a fan of the show. Wow, go figure. And Martin Kelly, aka Smiley, and Savann Murphy Beason, Carole Donovan, Sherry Williams Devine, and my Pokey pal, Amanda Estelle. Yep, that's right. Those are the Shin Show shout outs for today. All right. What's going to go on now? I'm going to give you a weather forecast for the St. Charles local viewing area. Yes, the St. Charles local viewing area is one of the areas around this area that's got a local viewing perception. That's right. They locally view here from this point in time in this place. This is where they view from locally. And when they're not locally viewing from here, they're probably locally viewing from somewhere else. This is probably true. What do you think? All right, well, here you go. Today's high temperature was 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds were kind of light and variable. I'm going to say, well, I say light and variable, 5 to 10 miles per hour, which wasn't too bad because of all things considered. It could have been a lot worse. Now, for the remainder of the day, we got a few clouds from time to time. Yeah, it just jumped away from. Oops. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, a few clouds around the area and some patchy fog developing overnight. Low temperatures of 44 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for the remainder, for the first day of the year, next year, all the way up until next year, Sunday, January the 1st, areas of patchy fog early with mostly cloudy skies early will be becoming partly cloudy later in the day. High temperatures of 59 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overcast skies overnight with low temperatures of 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Monday, January the 2nd, we're going to have cloudy skies during the morning. Hours, uh, hours and hours filled with scattered showers and or thunderstorms in the afternoon. High temperatures near 65 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. Showers likely and possibly around and possibly a few thunderstorms during the evening, and then some lingering showers still possible overnight. Low temperature will be around 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Potential for heavy rainfall. Winds will be south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 100%. Gonna get it whether you want it or not. Intervals of clouds and sunshine for Tuesday, January the 3rd. High temperatures of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight. And low temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, January the 4th. Cloudy skies during the day. Temperatures are going to be nearly steady in the mid 30s. Winds will be west to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Considerable cloudiness overnight with low temperatures of 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for your fifth and final day of your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, intervals of clouds and sunshine for Thursday, January the 5th. High temperatures of 36 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 23 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds will be light and variable eastwardly at about 4 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Hey, there she is. Happy New Year's Eve. How's my sister doing? I hope you're doing a lot better than you was last time you was doing, because you said you was having trouble with your singing, and we can't have that because you got a beautiful voice, and we don't want you to have a lull in the vocal cords. Can't say got company coming over, need to go, but Happy New Year's anyway, and Jesus' mighty name, amen. Love in Christ from me and Danny. God bless you in this here new year. And you too. All right, Rachel, you just hang in there, you and Danny. You guys just be the best as kids you can be. And, I'll be here. Guess what? The new title of the series is going to be The Bible with Briscoe 2023. That's right. You guessed it. All right, here we go. What's up next? We got the weather out the way. We got the weather out the way. I got another song I've been wanting to sing all day long, but what it is I can't think of any year long. How hard it was. It was inspirational, calibrational. Up, 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 up. Oh, let's see. How's about. Song lyrics talk to the animals. Song lyrics talk to the animals. If I could talk to the animals, just imagine it. Chatting with the chimp in a chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting with a cheetah. Oh, what a neat achievement it would be if I could talk to the animals and learn their languages. Maybe take an animal degree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig, and flea. I would converse in polar bear and python. I would chorus in fluent kangaroo. If people ask me, can you speak rhinoceros? I'd say, of course, can't you? Oh, if I conferred with our furry friends, man and animal, think of the amazing repertory. Yes, if I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt, squeak, and squawk with the animals, and Lord, they could talk to me. If I could talk to the animals, think what fun we'd have asking over crocodiles for tea. And or maybe lunch with 2 or 3 lions, a walrus, and the sea lions. Oh, what a lovely place that would be if I spoke sane to orangutan, or the advantages of food and earth and plainly see, discussing Eastern art and drama with intellectual llama. And that's a big step forward, you'll agree. I'd learn to speak in antelope and turtle. My Pekingese would be extremely good if I were asked to sing in hippopotamus. I'd say, why notamus? And I would too. If you stop and think of it, there's no doubt of it. I could win a place in history if I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt, squawk, squeak, and squawk with the animals, and they could squeak, squawk, and speak with me. Oh, ba-dee-ba-dee-doo. They would talk to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. The animals and me. Can't you see me with them? We're a walking in the branch like friends, talking back and forth again. Down the road we go, me and the animals. Do 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 do. Okay, there you go. A happy, happy New Year's, baby. Got all them snacks around the table. Football game is blaring on. People laughing, shouting, loading up the guns to blast away the night. But do you remember when you shot your bestest friend because you forgot that what goes up in the air must come down? Above, above, above. Let's see. There. Above it's New Year. New Year's songs. Bowling sign. New Year's Day. Thank you next. Frank Key. New Year's Day. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Let's start the new year right. New Year's resolution. Let's look at the 44 one. Being in a bad new year. It's just another New Year's Eve. Kiss me at midnight, baby, baby. New Year's Eve. What are you doing on New Year's Eve? What are you doing on New Year's Eve? I saw a happy New Year, bringing the band New Year. Ring it in with you. I don't know any New Year's songs, so we ain't gonna be singing no more New Year's songs. Can't think of the words to any of these songs that I'm thinking of that I know that I wanted to sing, that I can't think of what they were no more. Well, let's go to Jim. No. Let's see. Song lyrics load 16 tons. Some people say a man's made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. A muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you take me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. And the straw boss said, well, bless my soul. You load 16 tons and what did you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and a trouble are my middle name. I was raised in the Kangaroo by an old mama lion. Can't no high old woman make me walk the line. Get up 16 tons and what do you get? Another day you're ready deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I say, if you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men did and a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other was steel. If the other rabbit don't get you, then the back one will. You load 16 tons and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. So St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I hold my soul to the company store. Oh, oh, oh. Well, he done a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what all he did do. He did do Shenandoah. We're going to see that one. We're going to do that one right up there next. Song lyrics at Shenandoah, Tennessee, Ernie Ford. Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river. I'll take her across the water. Away, we're bound. Away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away, you rolling river. I'll not deceive you away, we're bound away, across the wide Missouri. It's been 7 years since I've been roving away, you rolling river. 7 years since I've been roving away. I'm bound away, across that wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your darling. Away, you rolling river. I'll take her across the water. Away, we're bound. Away, across the wide Missouri. Whoa. Oh, Big John. Song lyrics, Big John. Bob. Song lyrics, Big John. Every morning in the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245. Kind of broad at the shoulders and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew he didn't give no lip. Big John, Big John, Big John, a big bad John, Big John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and he stayed all alone. He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John, Big John, Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crushing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fellow to the promised land. Big John, Big John, Big John, a big bad John. Well, there came a day at the bottom of the mine when the timbers cracked and the mine started crying. Miners were praying and hearts were beating fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last, except John, Big John. Through the dust and the smoke, this mountain of made of hell, walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well. He grabbed a sagging timber and he gave out with a groan. I like a giant oak tree. He just stood there alone. Big John, Big John, Big John, a big bad John, Big John. And with all of his strength, he gave a mighty shove, and then the miners yelled, "There's lights up above." And then the 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there, and that's to save Big John. Well, with Jackson Chambers, they started back down. Then came the rumble way down in the ground. And then the smoke and the gas belched out of that mine. Everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John. Big John, Big John, a big bad John. Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stand in front of it. And with these few words that were written on that stand, at the bottom of this pit lies a big, big man. Big John. Big John. Big John. A big bad John. Big John. Big John. A big bad John. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Big bad John. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. Hey, there's some stuff going on over there across town there at a little place called Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet. Yep, they're open Monday through Saturday, Monday through Saturday, over at the Foster Care Thrift Shop for Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet, 416 South Fifth Street. Why don't you stop on by down there? Stop on by. Give them a wink and a smile. Tell them that Shenandoah sent you. They'll be sure to give you a smile right back in return. Already mighty. Certainly they will, because they know who I am. Well, if you mention my name, you're guaranteed to walk out with a smile. You're liable to walk out with one if you don't mention my name too. So anyway, hey. Let's just go ahead and do story time for the kids. All right, little short story for the little bitty kids on pumpkin knee, bouncing on Peppy's knee. Little bitty kids and me got a little bitty kids going to bounce on Peppy's knee. Kids got to go over to the downtown to Union Station. Got to set up on that Polar Express. Now that there's got to be an experience, getting on the old Polar Express and running down through the old Union Station there and going on places and things and watching old Santa Clauses and whatnots and all this and that coming down the old turnpike there on the old railroad tracks and everybody knowing it was old the it was that, you know. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm looking, I'm seeking a little story. Whoa, we ain't doing this one. No way, not a chance. It's called the Snow Queen, but it looks a bit longer than it really was. Looked a bit longer than it could have been. Pied Piper of Hamelin. Oh, there we go. We'll do the Pied Piper of Hamelin. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. Once upon a time, there were children all over the small hamlet of Hamelin, and well, there became a problem with the rats. Now, the Hamelinites, the folks that lived in Hamelin, well, let's see here. We messed up a little bit here. So, in Hamelin's town in Brunswick, and by the famous Hanover City, the river Weser, deep and wide, washes its walls on the southern side, a pleasanter spot you've never spied. But when begins my ditty? Almost 500 years ago, to see the townsfolk suffer so from vermin. What a pity. That's right, vermin. Rats. Yep, they fought the dogs and killed the cats. They bit the babies in the cradles. And they ate the cheese out of the vats and licked the soup from the cook's own ladles. They split open the kegs and salt the sprats and made nests inside men's Sunday hats, and even spoiled the women's chats by drowning their speaking with their squeaking and squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats. Now, at last, the people in a body to the town hall. The people in a body went to the town hall, and came a flocking, you see. 'Tis clear, cried they, our mayor's nobody. Our mayor's a nobody. And as for our corruption, shocking to think we buy gowns lined with ermine for dolts that can't or won't determine what's best to rid us of our vermin. You hope because you're old and obese to find in the furry clevis robe at ease. Rouse up, sirs, give your brains a rack to find the remedy that we're lack. Or, sure as bait, we'll send you a packing. At this, the mayor and corporation quacked with a mighty concentration. An hour they state in council. At length the mayor broke silence. For a Gillard eyed my ermine gown sell. I wish I were a mill hence. 'Tis easier to bid one rack one's brain. I'm sure my poor head aches again. I've scratched it so, and all in vain. For oh, for a trap a trap, a trap. Just as he had said this, what should happen at the chamber door but a gentle rap? Bless us, cried the mayor. What is that? With the corporation as he sat. Look little, looking little though wondrous fat, nor brighter was his eyes, nor moisture than a too long opened oyster, save when at noon his paunch grew mountainous for a flat plate of turtle greens and gluttonous. Only a scraping of shoes on the mat, anything like the sound of a rat, makes me and my heart go pit-a-pat. Come in, the mayor cried, looking bigger, and in did come the strangest figure. His queer long coat, from heel to head, was half of yellow and half of red, and he himself was tall and thin, with sharp blue eyes, which, like a pin, at those, and light loose hair, yet swarthy thin, not tuft or cheek, nor beard or chin, but lips for smiles went out and in, and there was no guessing his kith and kin. The nobody could enough admire the tall man and his quaint attire. Quaint of what one, it's is my great grandsire, starting up at the trump of doom's tone, had walked this way from his painted tombstone. He advanced to the council table, and pleased your honors, said he, I am able, by means of secret charm, to draw all the creatures living beneath the sun. They creep or swim or fly or run after me, so that as you never saw. And I chiefly use my charm on creatures that do people harm. The mole, the toad, the newt, and the viper, and people call me the Pied Piper. And here they notice round his neck a scarf of red and yellow stripe, to match with the coat of his self same coat. And at the scarf end hang a pipe, and his fingers they noticed were bare every staring as if impatient to be plain upon his pipe, as low it dangled over his virtue so old fangled. Yet, said he, poor piper as I am, in charity I freed the charm last June from his huge swarms of gnats. I eased in Asia the nasm of a monster brood of viperous bats, and as far for what your brain bewilders, if I can rid you of your town of rats, will you give me 1,000 guilders, or 150,000? Was the exclamation of the astonished mayor and corporation. 150,000 was the exclamation of the astonished mayor and the corporation. Into the street the piper stepped, smiling first a little smile, and if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe all the while, then, like a musical adept, to blow the pipe, his lips he wrinkled, and green and blue his sharp eyes twinkled. like a candle flame where salt and is sprinkled, and ere 3 shrill notes the pipe uttered, and yet you heard all as if an army muttered. And the muttering grew to a grumbling, and the grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling. And out of the house the rats came tumbling, great rats, small rats, lean rats, brawny rats, brown rats, black rats, gray rats, 29 rats, grave old toddlers, gay young friskiers, fathers, mothers, uncleans, uncles, cousins, cocktails, and prickling whiskers, cocktails, and crooked tails and prickling whiskers, families by teens and dozens, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, fellow and follow the piper for their lives. From street to street, he piped advancing, and step for step they followed dancing, until they came to the river westward, wherein all plunged and perished, save one, who, stout as Julius Caesar, swam across and lived to carry as he the manuscript he cherished to Ratland home his commentary. Well, which was, at the first shrill note of the pipe, I heard a sound as of scraping tripe, and putting apples wondrous ripe into a cedar press, grind, grind, grind. Now, and a moving away of pickled tub boards, and I leaving a jar of conserve cupboards, and a drawing of the corpse of train oil flasks, and a breaking the hoops of butter casks, and it seemed as if a voice, sweeter far than by harp or by pastry, and is rather breathed, called out, "O rats, rejoice!" And so much on, turn on, take your Newton, breakfast, supper, dinner, luncheon, and just as a bulky sugar truncheon, all ready steeved like a great sunshine, glorious scare an inch before me. Jeez. Just as methought it says, come bore me. I found the Weser rolling for me. You should have heard the Hamlin people ringing the bells till they rocked the steeple. Go, cried the mayor, and get long poles, poke out the nets, and block up the holes. Consult with carpenters and builders, and leave in our town not even a trace of the rats around. And when suddenly up the face of the piper perked in the marketplace with a first, if you please, my 1,000 guilders. 1,000 guilders, the mayor looked blue. And so did the corporation too, for council dinners made rare havoc with Clark Marcel, Bindin, Grave, Hot, and half the money would replenish their seller biggest butt with Rhenish to pay the sum to a wandering fellow with a gypsy coat and a red and yellow. Besides, quoted the mayor, what a knowing wink. Our business was done at the river's brink. We saw with our eyes the vermin sink, and what is dead can't come back to life, I think. So, friend, we're not the folks to shrink from the duty to give you something to drink. And a matter of fact, money to put you in your poke. But as for the guilders, what we spoke of them, as you very well know, was in joke. Besides, our losses have made us thrifty. 8,000 guilders. Come, take 50. Well, the piper's face fell, and he cried, No trifling, I can't wait. Besides, I've promised to visit my dinner time date. Badges and accept the prime of the head cook's cottage. All his rich in for having laughed in the chaplain's cottage of a net of scorpions, no survivors, or at a net of scorpions, no survivors. Alright, where am I? Sorry. I'm losing my story. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. What about you? Are you losing your mind too? I fell myself to sleep. I read myself to sleep. Didn't want to read myself to sleep. Anyway, the gist of the story is the Pied Piper, the townspeople decide not to pay the Pied Piper. And so, in that situation, in that instance, the Pied Piper decides that he is going to drive all the children off in the same way that he drove off the rats. And so, as he's taking off with their children, and down the valley into the river, the townspeople decided yes, they would pay for their Pied Piper so that he would stop dragging off the children. And so that's what happened. So there's your story. And now it's time for the Daily Bread portion of the program. Yes, the Daily Bread portion of the program is brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. That's right, the Bible with Briscoe 2023. It's a brand new reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 because the Bible with Briscoe 2022 is over today. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2022 is Micah 1 through 4 and Revelation 22. That will conclude the Bible with Briscoe 2022. That's right. Micah 1 through 4, last book and testament of the Old Testament, and Revelation 22, the last book in the New Testament. So that kills off your Bible with Briscoe 2022 for the year. We will be starting the Bible with Briscoe 2023 tomorrow. Go to sleep. finishing strong. 2 Timothy 4 1 through 8. 2 Timothy 4 1 through 8. 2 Timothy 4 1 through 8. Here we go. In the presence of God and of Christ Jesus, who will judge the living and the dead, and in view of his appearing and his kingdom, I give you this charge: preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and cheerful instruction. For the time will come when people will not put up with the sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you keep your head in all situations. Endure hardship, endure hardship, and do the work of an evangelist, and evangelist, and do the work of an evangelist. Discharge all the duties of your ministry, for I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. And there you have it. That was 2 Timothy 4 1 through 8, which was finishing strong. And that's what we hope to do this year. Alrighty then. Hey, that looks like the end of it. God bless you all. Looks like the end of the Shen Show. Last one for the year. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Don't forget to watch the ball drop wherever you do, or whatever you do for your Christmas. Your New Year's sort of a thing, tradition, whatever your New Year's tradition is. But anyway, y'all be blessed. Have a blessed year, or end of the year. Be careful overnight, because I know a lot of people do get out there and do some drinking. So we're hoping that you can pretty much stay sober and be on your best behavior without being on your best behavior. I know how that goes. All right, then. God bless you all. Have a great night. And we'll see you next year. All right. All righty, then. Bye bye.